Just a little bit. In pro stock, if you don't know it already, there is a war going on. Right now, let's switch to our Battlefront correspondent, Steve Evans.
Dave, it is war between the Oldsmobiles and the Dodges, and it could get nuclear before the season ends. More particularly, the Oldsmobiles of Warren Johnson and his son Kurt, and the Dodges of Darrell Alderman and Scott Geoffrion. Let's go back to our previous ESPN telecast from Houston, Texas. What a final in pro stock. The Thrilla in Manila, the fight at the lights. Neither the Dodge with Geoffrion or the Oldsmobile with Johnson would stage. They just sat there. The crowd roared built. They loved this drama. Finally, NHRA officials said enough is enough and backed them out of the beams. Starter Buster Couch chastising Warren Johnson. Other officials talking to the crew chiefs. Finally, they fire him up again, stage him again. Same deal. They just sit there. Geoffrion flipping the throttle occasionally, trying to spook Johnson. Finally, Warren moves in first. Geoffrion follows. Geoffrion gets the hole shot. That was the bottom line of this whole deal. But it wasn't enough to fend off Warren Johnson at the finish line. And speaking of the finish line, I have never seen Warren Johnson quite that high.
The kid's just a jerk out there trying to play his game. You better learn how to drive a race car before he starts playing games like that.
But it looked like both of you were playing the game. Anybody can stage at any time.
Huh. I don't have to stage last or first. I'll stage when I'm ready.
And in the 2 weeks since Houston, it's been a war of words in the motoring press. Let's see, Scott Geoffrion called Warren Johnson a wimp. Warren Johnson said he's smarter than the Dodge team. He knew there'd be a burn down in Houston. He went to the line with a cold motor, and that's why he went. Oh, he also said Geoffrion wasn't a bad guy till he got Hutchinized. Talking about the crew chief on the Dodge, Dave Hutchins.
Well, really, I don't know what that means. I've been trying to figure that out. I don't know what Warren's trying to say by that.
I think he's trying to say that you ordered Geoffrion not to stage if the car ran out of gas.
Well, sounds good, but I don't really think I have that kind of control over Geoffrion.
So it's not like pasteurizing or homogenizing?
Not that I know of. I don't really know what it means.